It took them 125 years building this pyramid. You see, the people that came to this place to build this civilization, we know them by the name of Cuicuilcas, because they were coming originally from what's nowadays Mexico City. Mexico City was built on top of a lake. This kind of lake, we call it endorreico in Spanish. It means that it has no exit. So every time it rained, the level of the water grew, and the little villages that were living by the shore of the lake were flooded. So that's why they were forced to move eventually a bit far away from the shore. These people, Cuicuilcas, about 3,000 years ago, they were like seed collectors and hunters. They kept moving from one place to the other until they decided settling, and they're at the bottom of a hill that is called the Hill of Acusco. On top of this hill, there are two volcanoes. One is called Acusco, and the other is called Chitle. Chitle means belly button in Aztec language. So these people decided settling in that area 800 years before Christ. And in fact, that's the time religion started in the Central Valley of Mexico. These people, they built a temple, all-round platform temple, to worship a god that is known by the name of Teotihuacan. That means all-fire god. And well, why did religion started? Because that's the best way to control people. Yeah. So that's the reason why they started having religion in Cuicuilco. Now, 500 years went by, and in the year 300, somewhere between 300 or 400 before Christ, the Chitle volcano started to be active. So these people knew that their land was in danger, and that if the Chitle volcano made eruption, the lava would be running down the hill until covering their land. And this happened, but it happened in the year 224 after Christ. So 100 years before Christ, Cuicuilcas decided moving their people to this land. 5,000 inhabitants of Cuicuilco were brought to this area, and these people gathered with 5,000 more that were living in little villages in the surroundings of this valley. We know these people by the name of Otopames. They were Otomis and Pames. So we could say that the inhabitants in this valley 100 years before Christ were 10,000 people. Yeah. So remember, religion had already started in Cuicuilco 800 years before Christ. So when they came here, they already have a religion. 100 years went by, and well, the number of inhabitants increased to a triple of the original amount, 30,000 people. That's the time precisely they started building this temple. Yeah. And the main reason why they built it is because the only thing that existed before they built it was a cave, a natural cave. And it's just that all the caves, for them, they represent the gateway to the underworld. Mm-hmm. Yeah? So that's why. I'll show you a simulation of how the cave looks in a moment. But first, take a picture. So that was the place where human sacrifices were performed in Teotihuacan. Yeah. At the top of that platform, exactly in the center, there was a rock with a trapezoid shape, about 2 feet height or 60 centimeters. The person about to be sacrificed was placed on top of the Toshcatl, that's the name of this rock, showing the chest to the sky. The priest would get close to the person. Using an obsidian knife, he would stab beneath the ribs, opening a big cavity, big enough so that the priest would be able to stick his hand under the ribs and rip off the heart, and then show it to the god still bleeding, and then put the heart into a vessel that had the shape of the head of an eagle or a jaguar. And well, the main purpose of the human sacrifice was making this person bleeding so much that the blood would start running down the platform and then downstairs until touching the ground. That was when the ritual of human sacrifice was consummated. If blood didn't make it to the ground, they could always use a volunteer.